Yeah. Oh, dude, that always happens. I always start playing with shit playing. Whatever. Anyway, what's up, guys? Episode 94, the bq.POV daily podcast show. I'm definitely changing the name to BQ Daily because that's why. So, man, dude, my back hurts like a motherfucker, and it is so upsetting. Lower back feels similar, not as bad, but similar to how it felt when I had the extreme lower back pain. Herniated 2 discs in my lower back, and the seagull staring directly at me. That's great. What's up, dude? Almost scared his ass. Watch out. Bitch. So my lower back has been hurting, right? Or the last few years it's been hurting. Holy shit, about 5 years ago, herniated 2 discs in my lower back, and then it was hurting for about 2 years. It was horrible, and then one day it just snapped. Quite literally. Went, boop, in my lower back. Pain went away. Haven't been in pain since. I've had little hiccups here and there that last hours maybe, and then they go away. But this one's lasted 3 days. Woke up, got out of bed, and I felt it. And I was really upset, man. Because I don't want to go back to that. I don't want to have that lower back pain bullshit again. It ruined the quality of my life. And I do not want that if I don't have to. So that's been weighing on me. It's quite a bummer. So it is what it is. What can you do, you know? But anyway, tomorrow, let's double check. I think I'm eligible to start phase 1. So let's see. See you in 1 day, it says. Kick some ass there. Next step, phase 2 will require the same daily tasks as 75 hard, but it's only 30 days. What's the catch? You have to wait 30 days before you start it. Can you maintain your discipline? Well, I did, and then I didn't. And, you know, I'm glad I'm getting all this on documentation just so we can look back at it. And, you know, I'm not some invincible motherfucker who is hardcore and gets all this shit done all the time. And the last week has been evidence of that. So I'm glad I'm getting that all documented and recorded and stuff. But it makes me feel like shit knowing that I am that way. You know, I got to get back on the discipline train here because I was happy and feeling fulfilled. And now I'm feeling like a piece of shit again, you know, questioning everything. And when I was doing shit and actually working towards things and executing on my power list, I didn't have a doubt in my mind that I wouldn't make it. But now that I'm not doing anything and it's harder for me to do other things. Now I'm just like, fuck, is this even worth it? Should I just do this? Should I just find a girl? You know, and so just goes to show, man, getting shit done, working hard, overcoming hardships and struggles, that's the key right there. So you just got to work to get back to that. So I'm actually going to turn my car off. So I woke up today, and I just wanted to get going, man. I didn't want to do shit. I didn't want to follow any kind of routine. I just wanted to go. And what I mean by that is I just wanted to go to the gym, do something, just get going, man. And I did. So I woke up, ate some breakfast, which I meant to make. I guess I was just tired or wasn't paying attention. I meant to make some peanut butter or some honey toast this morning. But all of a sudden, I started making a PB and honey sandwich. And I only realized the fact that I was doing that after I took my first bite. So I took my first bite and I went, this is not toast. So that's how my morning started. But then I got ready. I went to the gym. And if you're listening and you're from Utah, then you understand what I'm about to say. But if not, whatever. So live in northern Utah. I don't live anywhere near Farmington. It's about 30 minutes away. I drove to Farmington. It's 30 minutes away. I went to this gym. It's called the Lift at Station Park. And I have this pass. It's called Active and Fit. It allows me to go to every single gym, virtually every single gym, for $32 a month. No cancellation fee, no annual fee, no service fee, no maintenance fee, no contract, nothing. It's month to month. It's $32 a month, and I can go to, here's some gyms that you can go to for unlimited. So there's Choose Fitness, there's Anytime Fitness, there's Vasa, EOS, Planet Fitness, Stat Fitness, Evolution Fitness, Metro Fit, Retro, whatever the fuck it's called, Fitness. There is Vasa, EOS, LA Fitness. There is 24-Hour Fitness. There is everything. And even the small random gyms around if they're part of it. And one of them here in Farmington, Utah, is called Lift at Station Park. It's a very nice gym. It's fancy for sure. Everything's you know, I don't know how to explain. It's just nice. It looks luxury, and I think it might be $50 a month to go here, but I pay $32 because I've got this pass that allows me to go to any gym I want. And so anyway, all that to say, instead of going right down the road to Vasa, which is about 5 minutes from my house, I drove a half an hour to come to the Station Park one. And that's for no other reason than I wanted to just change it up, dude. Just get a new view, a new sight, see different people, see different equipment, see different atmosphere, feel it, whatever. And that's it. So I drove all the way over here, and it felt good to get out and see some other shit that's not the drive to work and the drive to the gym, because that's really all I do, and then I sit in my room. And it feels good, man. It makes me want to bring my laptop out here and go sit at some cafe, or maybe sit in the... Because the gym over here, like I said, it's nice, so you have to walk into this lobby, and I think it's a hotel or something. I don't really know how it works, but it's not a lobby. They got a spiral staircase that goes up. It's nice, dude, but they got tables and shit, so I thought about just... This sparked the idea of getting my laptop, getting all my work shit, right? Laptop, notebook, pen, pencil, whatever. And going somewhere and just working, as opposed to going home and having the same room, same lighting, you know, kind of trapped in that 10 by 10 space. And just getting shit done, you know, and it sparked the idea. I don't know exactly where I'd go. I'd like to spice it up, go somewhere different, maybe, you know, but I don't know. It's just an idea that I had, because I don't know, man. And now that I'm saying all this out loud, this is me just trying to figure out why I'm off track and trying to pinpoint that the lack of environmental variation is the problem for my lack of discipline, which is absolutely not. I just got to get in there and work, because I didn't have a problem for 5 months, dude. So just being a fucking bitch right now. I don't know, man. Here's another thing. I've always thought of when people post shit on social media, when they post the time, or they post the weather, or they post the whatever that they're doing, whatever they're doing, the only reason why you would pinpoint... So, like, I make a story post, let's say I'm going for a jog. That's fine. But when somebody... And I'm honestly speaking about myself here, because I'm guilty of it. I don't think it's a bad thing, but maybe it's just a reflection of my perspective. But when people say go on a jog at 2 a.m., nobody gives a fuck that you're jogging at period, because that's a story. But the minute you put 2 a.m. on there, it's almost like you're trying hard to let people know that you're jogging at 2 a.m. Because if I saw somebody jogging, I wouldn't assume that it was 2 a.m. I would just assume it was an old video. They posted it. I happened to see it at 5 p.m. It's dark. Okay, so they probably went for a run yesterday. I feel like I'm just rambling, dude. What the fuck am I even saying? All I'm trying to say is when people post a timestamp on their shit, or post the weather, it's only to let other people know that, or I think it's like a flex, you know? And I do it too. But I think that's just my perspective, because I've always viewed it as that. I've never really looked at it as somebody trying to show others that they can do it. Not that they can do it, but showing others that they can do it too. So if I were to post a video of me jogging in the morning, timestamp it at 3:12 a.m., it's all dark, I got my flashlight, you know, whatever, and then post that, my intent now, and I can say this wholeheartedly from a genuine place, I would want to do that to show other people that I'm doing it, so that they also, you know, get that, I guess, permission or whatever, that they can do it too. Because for me, man, I'm embarrassed as fuck to even talk about it. You know, I'm proud, but I don't want to come off as pretentious. But then I'm also embarrassed because it puts a lot of attention on me and a lot of spotlight on me and what I'm doing. And then that leaves me open to be picked apart. But like I talked about yesterday, I think it's important to put yourself in those positions so that you can have other, you know, quote unquote, be picked apart, but understand, you know, when people question you, you're able to answer those and just further validate why you're doing what you're doing. And I don't know, man, it's just, I think it's important to put yourself in those situations. And I say that having not done it, but I can see the value in it now, you know, and so anyway, I think I ought to just start doing my shit, bro, and start embracing it. I've always said that, but I don't know, man. Fucking A. Fucking A, you know? It's episode, what is this, 94? 95? 94, episode 94. 94, we got 6 more episodes after this one. Well, 5 more after this one. And then we're at the almighty 100. And I got to get back on my bullshit before then so I can fire up episode 100 with some passion. It's a good-ass episode encompassing everything that I've learned, you know. And I want that to be a good, solid-ass recap. And I might even post that as episode 1 for the main one, just as an introduction, and then put everything into that. Or maybe I'll splice it up. I don't know. Maybe I'll make another one for a trailer, because you can do that on different platforms. And I think I'm going to switch podcast hosts, because Podbean, it's great, man, but that shit just not user-friendly on the phone. And I want to be able to use it on my phone. I don't want to have my laptop. But then again, what I'm after right now is I want to have analytics. I want to be able to see statistics. I want to be able to see who's listening from where, the duration they're listening. And I don't even know if that's a possibility for all platforms, but I know for Apple Podcasts, I'm pretty sure that's a thing. So I would like to figure that out. So I'd have to figure out which other podcast hosts I could run with, transfer all that from one to the other, and then just clean it up, man. Start making things nicer. Put the descriptions in there, put the timestamps, just make it nice, dude. Include the links of shit, my social media, and go from there, man. One more thought that I had. I'm not sure if it'll run me the next 10 minutes, because I'm sitting in the middle of a parking lot, nowhere near home, and I would like to go home. I might have actually even go get Chick-fil-A, because I haven't had Chick-fil-A in a long time. And I would like some Chick-fil-A, so I don't know. But what the fuck was I saying, dude? Oh yeah, so with social media and the business, obviously I'm quite a ways out from launching the business. For example, let's assume all my debt's paid off, everything's good to go today, right now. I have the product. I have the formula. The product's final. All I have to do is order it. If I make the order today, that's $4,000-ish, $8,000-ish, or let's see, $8,000, might even be closer to $10,000. Who the fuck knows? All total with all the supplies, all the boxes, all the packing, yada yada yada, $10,000 total. So let's say I spend $6,000, including all the supplies, then half of the initial supplement order or something today. Then there's a 12-week time for them to process the order, get me my product, ship it to me. We'll say it's 12 weeks, so that's 3 months. So 3 months from right now, and then we'll say an extra 2 weeks to check inventory, to check everything, make sure it's nice, whatever. Because I'm a solo guy, solo operation from my bedroom, a 10 by 10 bedroom. People have, 100,000 square foot warehouses for this shit. I've got my bedroom, and so first of all, I don't know where I'm going to store the product. I don't know, figure it out, and then it's all going to be one man show. So anyway, we'll just say a grand total of 4 months from right now is when I would start selling product. 4 months from right now, February, March, April, May, June. Right, what did I just say? 4 months? The fuck did I just say? 4 months? So February, March, April, May. So May 21st, 2024, that's when shit would launch. It's a long ways away, May. And I probably won't even have product ordered until June. So it's kind of... So the whole reason why I bring that up is so for social media, what I actually have thought about doing, and I can see the pros and cons of it, but I want to start the Instagram page, get the business name official, put it on there, start posting some things, like the initial starting things, and then like the posts, so like my mission, my vision, who the brand is for, etc., and then start reaching out to people who unintentionally embody the values that the brand represents. So, for example, I could go onto the 75 hard hashtag and find people who've completed it, because those people definitely embody the values that I want to spread the message of for the business. And so I could do that. I could also go into Instagram Reels, find a post where it talks about working hard, go into the comment section, find the people who've made comments about this or that, or how they're going through a tough time, whatever. Reach out to them, ask, and just network. Start talking to people. Start figuring out who would be a good fit for the brand later on, who would be a good affiliate or an ambassador, or whatever route, fucking buzzwords out the ass, right? Whoever would be a good whatever. Whoever, guys are quote for you, whoever would be a good whatever. and start building up the network, start building up a little bit of the hype. So when I do launch, ideally the product is sold, people get it, and I'm able to reinvest immediately. And it's a scary thought to think that I build so much momentum, so much hype to get a launch going, and then I would sell out before I could have enough time to order. So if it takes 12 weeks to order product, then I need to not sell out for 12 weeks. But I also need the money to reinvest. And so I probably have to sell about 80% to get, I think I calculated, I think it was like 82% or something like that, to get my money back, and then use that money to make another order of the same amount. And obviously I would still have about 18% of product left as far as profits go that would compound onto the second batch, if that makes sense. So it's going to be a rough start. I'm bootstrapping it, man. As of right now, I have no intent to get a loan or find any kind of capital. I want to do this so that I can learn the game. And if this puts me 5 years behind, I guess it puts me 5 years behind, but at least I can say I built it from the ground up and I learned maybe the hardest way possible, but it's all my lessons, it's all my experience. And I part of that's a pride thing. I want to be able to say and show other people and help people below me as far as business and shit goes. How you saying below, dude? People who are working for the brand that I run, right? If I didn't build the business up and I didn't do this and I didn't do that and I didn't embody this and I didn't embody that, how can I personally put my fingers right into my chest right now? How can I ever ask or expect somebody else to do that? And so that's why it's important for me to get my hands dirty, to learn the shit, go through the struggles, the hardships, whatever, so that I can build it up, so that I can, I can make the ask of somebody else to do the same thing, because I did it, I lived it, I know what it's like. I'm not willing to ever ask somebody to do something that I haven't or I'm not willing to do. And so that's kind of the whole thing right there. So I say all that because, anyway, I just want to start the social media networking and posting, and I don't know what I would post, but I might just have the core 9 posts, the vision, the core values, the mission, the who it's for, the messaging, everything. So like, Instagram's a grid, and I'm basing this off of Instagram. I would change up the content for Facebook, maybe get on X, Twitter, whatever. I'm not familiar with Twitter. I haven't had Twitter in forever, but just post that shit everywhere, because a lot of people don't have a podcast at all. Nobody has that shit when they operate something. And, to think that I'd be operating the shit at the time when it starts, when everything launches, with almost 300 episodes of a podcast, that's pretty sweet. So definitely an advantage there. Not to mention that's covering Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, or whatever, Pocket Cast, Google Cast. I don't even know the other ones. Amazon Podcast, whatever. So that's, it's a lot of platforms nobody else is on. So to think that I have that, Instagram, Facebook, X, maybe, who knows, maybe on YouTube, because I've been doing the daily shits that I'm talking about, which would be this, because after episode 100, just to reiterate, it's going to be maximum 5-10 minute episodes, just recapping the day, encompassing what I've gotten done, the struggles, everything. So that's just a daily documentation. And like I've said before, if I do this for 20 years straight, that's 7,000 episodes. I want somebody to be able to listen to all of them. But if they're all an hour long, good fucking luck. But if they're 5 minutes long, you could listen to 12 in 1 hour. And that would allow somebody to catch up very quickly. And so let's actually do the math real quick. So if I had 7,000 episodes and they were 5 minutes long, so you can listen to 12 an hour, and it would take them 583 hours to catch up for 20 years worth of episodes. So if you listen to just 1 hour of shit back to back to back a day, just 1 hour, which other podcasts are 3 hours, 2 hours, even an hour and a half, whatever, it would take you 583 hours to do so. So that's 583 days. But if you wanted to speed that up if you wanted to do back to back for 2 hours, so that's 24 episodes of 5 minutes each. Obviously, you just cut that in half. It's 291. So you could catch up 20 years worth of documentation and the day-to-day, and you could do that in 291 days, so less than a year. And so to further put that into perspective, 24 episodes would be 24 days. So you're essentially listening to a month of my progress in one day. 24 days, a little bit less, but you get what I'm saying. And so that's the idea. Because as good as it would be to do an hour podcast every single day for 20 years, not only is that a lot of time to dedicate towards something, but if I'm doing this for 20 years, nobody's ever going to catch up and listen to every single episode in that 20-year frame. Unless you start listening now, or honestly within the next year or two, you ain't catching up, Real AF, Andy Frisella, he posts a podcast probably 5-6 times a week. And he only has 600 episodes, and I'm not caught up, I think I still have like 5 or 6 more to listen to now, and there's probably a chunk of them that I haven't listened to in the last 600. And, to be fair, it's probably only like 100 episodes I would need to catch up on. And as far as the MFCEO project goes, for Andy Frisella as well, I probably listened to virtually all of them. I'm sure there's a handful that I haven't, And then there's podcasts that I listen to, they do once a week, and they have 360 episodes or something like that. And they're an hour long. I listen to one a day. So I don't know. And that's assuming somebody listens for 2 straight fucking hours to my shit every day, So maybe I just need to make them 3 minutes long, and then I don't know, man. So that's the idea. That's the vision, right? That's why I want to make them shorter. So that's all that with the podcast, because after this, after episode 100, like I said, they're all going to be spliced up. They're going to be shorter. I'm going to try to do video, actually, and then give me some more things to work on and produce, and hopefully hire somebody and give somebody else an opportunity to make some money and practice their video skills, because I was once that. I reached out to, maybe 100 people in the Utah area to do video work with. Probably got 20 gigs. And I did a lot of them for free just to get my name out there, and it worked. It's a great route to get out there. So hopefully I can find somebody who's willing to work and get my daily shits out there. That's a whole other thing. We'll figure that out later. But all that to say, that would give me YouTube as well. So I'd have the audio platforms. I'd have YouTube. That could transition into Instagram and Facebook and X or whatever. That's Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, all that shit. And perhaps I could even do weekly recaps, make them 10 minutes long or something like that, so that 7 days is 10 minutes, and it's easier. Fuck, man, maybe that's what I'll do. So many ideas, not doing shit about them yet. But that's the brainstorm. And again, I share all of this now so that it's all documented, and you can come back and listen to this and be like, oh yeah, he did have those ideas, didn't he? That's exactly what he was thinking, and he made this happen, but he didn't make that happen. Looks like he said this, but that didn't happen either. Looks like he didn't even talk about this, but he did this, just shit like that. That's the idea. That's the vision. So with that being said, guys, that's all I got for you today. The lower back is aching, and it sucks, man. I'm really upset about it because it's causing some pelvic tilt here forward. What's that called? Anterior pelvic tilt. Just for the sake of the podcast here, let's look it up. Anterior. Is that what it is? Pelvic tilt, anterior versus Dude, just let me click the fucking thing. Don't make me read a whole article. Just let me get the answer, dude. See, I had to click on this. It took me down to so I've got anterior tilt. Because if I go back too far, shit pinches and it hurts. So I've definitely got the anterior tilt. So now my ass is up. And anyway, that's what I got. Anyway. Hurts. Okay, guys, that's a show. It's 93 or 4. What is it? 94. That's it. Peace. Yeah, I just realized it's Sunday. Chick-fil-A's not open, dude. Fuck.